Carson.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, man. What are some things you're looking to work on?
My putting stroke, there's something off about it. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's really hurting my game. I'm not scoring like I used to. You know, I'm having a lot of three putts. You know, anything inside 10 feet, I'm just iffy about. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'd like to get that fixed.
Awesome. Well, we'll start on the putting green here, see if we can save some strokes there, and then we'll move on to short game and long game and take it onto the course. So
Okay.
out today, we really got a lot done. A couple reminders. I think biggest thing is using the putting arc, making sure you really stay square and follow down through your line. I think sometimes you're just opening up and going a little bit to your right, and also with the speed, I think a little bit of a looser grip pressure will help you with those kind of things. How did it feel today?
Yeah, I mean, feels a lot better after doing those drills just a little bit. I think if I just continue to work on each one of those things, my putting stroke could get back to where it used to be. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Well,
yeah.
Hey, keep practicing. Kind of focus here on short game facility. I know you mentioned you want to kind of practice on hitting bunker shots with a little more spin, and that you can't really control your bump and runs very well lately.
Right.
So we'll go over that kind of stuff. Anything else you think you might want to work on?
Maybe some pitch shots.
Okay.
Yeah, well, really like some 50, 60 yard shots. I'm just having a little bit of trouble on my really the ball striking. I feel like I'm catching some thin, and you know, it's not working out right.
Awesome, man. We'll get loose and we'll get at it.
All right.
All right, Daniel, man, thanks for coming out again today. Here we got a lot of good stuff going for you. Two biggest things I want you to take with you is with the bunker shot and the flop shot, making sure we have it more up in your stance, kind of like a driver, where the club's going to be in front of your hands. That's going to make sure you're using the bounce, and it's going to create speed, and that's going to create spin and let you land the ball a little bit softer. Second thing is when you're hitting a bump and run, that drill I showed you where you put two clubs out about 3 feet and just try to land it in there, that's going to really help you, especially mentally going to the course, showing you how if you pick a target and just make sure you focus on that target, you can get more consistency, especially when judging distance. So yeah, practice those things. Any questions you have, or how does it feel?
It feels pretty good. I mean, now I can, you know, hopefully if I practice all those, you know, like you said, I mean, you can tell me what to do, and then it's up to me to practice and really set those things in motion. But I think if I do that, I can get, you know, get back to where I'm getting up and down a lot and scoring good.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, a couple of those things we went over. The ball position can be confusing, so if you ever have any questions about, you know, maybe forgetting where you should put the ball in relation to a pitch shot or a bump and run, you know, just feel free to give me a call. But hey, practice it, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Kind of working on short game today. We're gonna step into some irons and driver. And what's something you want to work on?
Really just ball striking. I mean, I'm catching a few thin every now and then, and you know, house rocking over the green.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there.
I don't want to do that anymore, but yeah, and also just sometimes I'm hooking a few. You know, really I'm not really sure where the ball's going consistently, and I'd like to work on that.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll take a look at it. Now, I got a couple things I already have in mind that I think help you out, so let's get to it. Nice to finally take some full swings and get out of the short game. A couple things I think you can take with you is really just making sure that your elbow doesn't get too far out. I gave you the towel drill with that. And kind of making sure you're coiling where your weight doesn't shift. It kind of stays centered, and that way you can turn and really get that consistent strike. Other than that, I mean, I think you really have all the tools. Maybe work on a pre-shot routine. We can kind of work on that when we get out on the course. But any questions you have about the lesson?
Nope, not really. I'll probably work on those drills throughout the week and see what it'll do for me.
Awesome. Give me a call if you have any questions, and
All right.
we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Today we're going to kind of look at your clubs, see if you have the right shafts, slide angles, all that kind of thing. Have you gotten fitted for these clubs?
I did. It's been a few years though. I mean, things have probably changed a little
Swing
bit.
maybe changed
Yeah.
for a little bit?
Think
Awesome. And what about your driver?
No, I was not fitted for my driver.
Okay, awesome. Do you normally hit your driver pretty high or low? Or
Yeah, I mean, pretty much my ball flight is really high, a lot higher than any other player. Driver is definitely pretty high too.
Awesome. Well, we'll take a look at the swing, use the live board here, and see if we can make sure that you're maximizing your game with your clubs.
Okay.
All right, Daniel, thanks for coming out today. I know it was a little cold. Hey, we're looking at your equipment. Everything's pretty good. Your wedges, I like the way they were fitted. You know, you have a steep swing, so a little more bounce doesn't hurt. But if you're comfortable and it feels good, you know, you're at a good. With 8 degrees on those, you're pretty good. Your irons, I might would bend them a degree, but they're pretty close. As long as you're hitting them where you want to, it's not a problem. And the shafts, with a regular shaft, I think you're ready to get to a stiff shaft, especially if you notice you hook it some or lose a little control. I think your swing speed's up to where when you upgrade, you might want to go ahead and go to a stiff shaft and your driver will look good. So take those notes down, and obviously if it's a while till you have time to get clubs, maybe get refitted. If not, you know, you can take those and head to the store and get some new sticks.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Jay, we're obviously gonna see what you got on the course, kind of take some of the stuff we learned in the lessons and you know, kind of transfer that skill to the course. Biggest thing I noticed, you said you don't have much of a practice routine, or I guess pre-shot routine.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to work on kind of establishing that, and then some more mental and visual parts of the game out here. So let's get at it.
All right.
Man, hey, thanks for coming out. It was a good couple days. Hope you learned a lot. You know, really with this little swing change, just, you know, practice is all it's going to take. Other than that, I know she transferred a lot of good stuff on the course today. I'd advise maybe just really focusing in on targets and mentally visualizing stuff, along with having that consistent pre-shot routine. But hey, listen, if you have any questions down the road or want to pick up a couple lessons, you know, feel free to hit me up. But thanks for your time.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Absolutely, man.